Jon Moxley's promo here was Soraya's last week. You haven't
Kinda.
earned
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. But he literally, like, the whole point of a babyface world champion doing a promo is you build up your challenger.
Yes.
All he did was cut him down.
Yes.
He
Oh, he
said,
can sing and make little cracks about it too.
one win in the last 6 months against my young boy. No, he put out down his own guy.
Well, that makes me want to spend the $60 for a pay-per-view.
And he took a summer vacation after Bad Brian Pillman acting.
Yes.
And oh my God. And some guy handed him a poker chip and now he's getting a world championship.
Yes. Shut up and take my money, Mr. Main Event of the card.
He said he's a man dripping with insecurity, a kid playing a wrestler with fear that he won't live up to the hype. And he said, this Sunday, you're going to see something special. So then Stokely wanders out and Moxley looks mildly annoyed. And then the Firm attacks him from behind. But the attack was the weakest attack you've ever seen. They're barely touching him.
Yes.
Like, to the point where I almost wondered, is this like a setup? Because they were barely touching him. And then Regal's just standing there, sorry, I moved ahead of myself, because they said they were attacking Regal too, but they were barely touching him.
No, they weren't touching him at all, and Regal wasn't fighting.
No, and then MJF music hits. He comes out. He's got this black muscle shirt on, and the guys are coming out like ninjas, and MJF's knocking him down with one punch.
Yeah, let me talk about this, because this was straight out of Stamford too. This was The Rock coming out and everybody overselling for like single punches, and not only do I now not have interest in this main event, I have no interest in Ethan Page winning that tournament.
No, Ethan Page stood there. MJF hit him in the shin like Orange Cassidy or something.
Poked his eyes.
Yeah, and then he bailed.
The Stooges. Yeah.
Mox just like he was just lying there. And the thing is
and then gets right back up.
Mox just spent 5 minutes burying MJF, and MJF comes out and saves him.
Yes.
Which again, he explained it, but still, it's, I think MJF did his best to try to save this. I just wrote down this whole, like, the attack, the save. It was like almost comedy. And when you look at it, I almost think at some point there's going to be like, it was a setup, and then they're going to be showing this to show, well, we weren't really attacking, because that's how bad it looked. Then Regal gets a mic.
Okay, but to do that, then everybody has to be in on it, including Moxley.
Because it was both sides.
Well, the thing was, if they're not touching Moxley at all,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, it almost came off like the Firm is with Moxley.
Yes,
like the way this all played out, but it was so bad. So MJF grabs a mic. The crowd popped when he grabbed the mic, but then as soon as he started talking, they weren't reacting again. And he said, I didn't save you because I liked you. I saved you because I didn't want your fan club making excuses. He said, no ring necessary. Ain't that right, Will? And he looks at him, and Regal stared him down. He started to get some light chants. I wrote down, this is the worst crowd ever. He said, well, earlier, I thought I wrote it down, but Moxley had said this Sunday. Yeah. You're going to see something special this Sunday at Full Gear. That's what he said right before Stokely came out. So then MJF kept over and over again saying this Saturday, because he had to get this. He said, this Saturday, I need the belt more than water, more than food, more than oxygen. Crowd starting to get into this now. When you're the man.
I want to hold you off before you get to the climax of this, because MJF started this promo very interesting.
Okay.
He started off that, I hope that he said, John, I hope you can hear me, and you're down there and you're in a tremendous amount of pain. That was the first. If you recall, when CM Punk joined the Nexus and they attacked John Cena, that was the first line of John Cena's, or of CM Punk's promo.
Oh my God.
Cutting it on him. And then he followed that with the greatest trick the devil ever pulled which is another line that Punk used in Ring of Honor, which is getting me thinking.
You think Punk is...
I think we've been worked, kids. I think there's a chance that we have been worked, and that this is all leading back to the return of CM Punk.
Aligned with MJF?
Possibly, yeah. That's in the back of my head.
The greatest trick the devil ever played, because it was his line first.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's on my mind.
And they did send out something today that they were selling CM Punk merch again on the website.
Yes.
Wow. I figured out this is where you were going when you started talking.
This is why you guys don't know this, but before the show, I was a little discombobulated.
Yeah,
and I could, and I'm having,
theory.
and I said I had doubts about my doubts, and now I think CM Punk. Do we have any proof that this fight actually happened? Have we ever seen a photo
some bite marks on Kenny?
Have we seen? Yeah, have we seen bite marks on Kenny? Have we seen?
I think someone said they saw it in an interview in Japan. That he did. But I mean, but that could have been makeup.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, I will say if it is a work, it's a pretty damn good one.
If it is, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm going to like it. I'm just saying it's a good work.
Yeah.
Because I did write down the thing about the greatest chick the devil ever played. That came up just a little bit later.
But the thing that stuck out to me, and I wasn't sure if it was a dig or if it was an homage, because one of the guys, G from LA, goes, he's actually aping Punk's lines here. Or let me get his exact phrasing.
Do we even know Punk's really injured?
I said another shot at Punk for those who like such things. And Kid Machiavelli, G from LA, says MJF keeps quoting him though. And I went, yeah, that's a good point. And remember, MJF was in the locker room with Punk at the time.
And you know what? The other thing is, if that is what's happening, and if Mox knows that's what's happening, he might not like it either. And that might play into how he was in this promo.
Okay. I can go with that too.
Yeah. Because I had heard that he wasn't happy with the whole lead up to All Out either. I think it was him. It was either him or Punk.
No, it was him.
Yeah,
it was Mox. You
heard the same thing I did.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he said, when you're the man who holds that AEW belt, you're the best wrestler on God's green earth. It's my time. He got a mix of cheers and boos for that, but mostly cheers. This is where he used the line about the greatest trick the devil ever pulled. He said, this Saturday at Full Gear, you'll find out that I'm the devil himself, and I'm JF, and I'm better than you, and you know it. But before he can finish it, Mox grabs the mic and he says, I never saw the big deal with you anyways. He said, if you've got it in here, I'll reach in and grab it from you. And then he said this Sunday again, and then he said, or Saturday, whatever it is.
We're just signing off with that. That's nice.
And then he said the training wheels are going to come off, and then that was it. And
we had to stall for time because we had 30 seconds left before we.
Yeah, this was a very bad promo. Very bad promo, a bad go home segment. Like I said, one of the worst go home segments I've ever seen.
And a bad go home show.
Kind of, yeah.